Hari Om. You are currently living a very heavy headed life. The only reason is because you think you are a doer. That is what how we have been conditioned through society, through education system, and also through your prarabdha and sanchit karma that fills ego and ignorance. What is ego and ignorance? Due to ego and ignorance, you feel you are this mind and body and you don't realize the true self realization hasn't happened amongst most of you. This will only happen if you have a deep spirit of inquiry. This deep spirit of inquiry you can develop naturally. It is dependent on sanchit and prarabdha karma, but if you decide now after this video or whenever it will change, you need to develop a deep spirit of inquiry. Then you need to embrace yoga, ashtang yoga, yam, niyam, asan, pranayam. What is pranayam? Do conscious breathing, not necessary technically right left nostril pa pa pa. No, conscious breathing is pranayam. Then pratyahara, restraint of not sex only. Sex you can do with, you need to do sex with love, with your partner only. That's why we have been given 7 chakra. Our spine is erect compared to other animals. We don't need to go do polygamy with other gender, other than your partner. So that is one thing. Pratyahara of restraint of food, restraint of sensory pleasures. When you think this thing is giving you sensory pleasures like cake, biscuit, whatever, ice cream, any kebab, chabab, whatever, you should refrain from that. Don't go after sensory pleasures. Don't try to please your senses, your eyes, your nose, perfume, eyes, watching movies, whatever. Movies not only pleases eyes but your all senses, sensory organs. If you chase behind sensory organs, your awakening will not happen. Once the awakening happens, you know your true self. It becomes one with this creation. Everything will become happen automatically. Things will manifest with just a single thought. Nothing bad will happen to you. You will not meet with any untoward accident or untoward event. Whatever will happen to you, you will realize it is happening for your good. You don't need to say, or don't need someone else to say that this is happening for your good. This will all come naturally. Universe will start communicating with you. As I mentioned last time, we are electro, magneto, radio beings. Pineal gland is the third eye, symbolically shown as Shiva's third eye. When Shiva's third eye opens, the material world dissolves. It ends. The cycle of that Shiva material world ends. He is Paramatma. He is Supreme Consciousness, and you are entangled, minute, miniature reflection, projection of that Supreme Consciousness. That's why when your third eye symbolically opens, your pineal gland gets activated, which is currently calcified. It has become hard because of your education, your conditioning, social conditioning, your junk food, fluoridated water, toothpaste, all kinds of stuff. Your pineal gland has hardened. It is not open. Once pineal gland opens, you will realize that your pineal gland is open. That's what Kundalini yoga is. That's what the energy flows from Muladhara chakra. It flows through Sushumna. When Ida Pingla are balanced, it goes through Sushumna, piercing all the chakras, activating and opening all the chakras, and opens the third eye. it activates the pineal gland. At that time, the pineal gland becomes the receptor. It pineal gland has calcite crystals. Calcite crystals are what the radio receptors have. So your pineal gland becomes the receptor of. That's why I said we are radio beings. Pineal gland starts receiving signals. It recognizes synchronicity. You will see the world and experience the world through pineal gland. You go beyond sensory pleasures and you reach in eternal bliss. Every state, sleeping state, waking state, dream state, everything is bliss. You can see things in the future. You can see things 1 year down the line. You can see 10 years down the line. You can see 100 years down the line. I don't know. For others, I don't know. But I can see what will happen, what will not happen 100 years down the line. Even to me, I know how my death will come. I can see all these things because I want to be open. I can't keep hiding. I can't keep very submissive. I can't be too humble to not to express and not to tell. The reason I am telling is I want to awaken as many people as possible. I know how long I'll be living. I'll disclose that in another videos. I know where my death will come. That also will be done in another videos, or maybe I'll not do that video. So everything becomes crystal clear. The sense you have is not now of the doer, that I am doing this, I am doing that, I am so and so, my name is this, I am working for this company, this is my title. That is all you have been attached and associated, and that is what you think. This mind and body is you, this intelligent mind which intellectualizes everything. It tries to feel and experience God even through intellectualization. You will never be able to experience and realize what God and true self and the creator is with intellectualization of mind. God can only be experienced and known through the pineal gland. Pineal gland is photosensitive organ. It is very sensitive to light. It not only balances your sleep cycle, but let me tell you, no one has ever told it. It aligns your clock. Once it is activated, the clock of you, your mind and body and your true self is aligned to that of the creator. You become one with the creation. You realize that this tree, naming of tree, then naming of a tree, different trees differently, naming of water bodies, rivers, oceans, differentiating something as ocean, something as river, then mountains, different names to different peaks. This is all drama. This is all drama. This is all play. For these are all mental constructs. Time, space, three-dimensional being. We are three-dimensional beings. Search, ask any AI or search Google. Earlier it was search Google, but now let me tell you, ask AI what is time, what is space, or ask them, are they absolute? No, they are not absolute. So there is nothing such as beginning of time or end of time. Earlier they used to, scientists, they mean scientists, or this educational system, Rockefeller education system, Western education system, they used to make us believe in this Big Bang theory. Then came Standard Model. Then came this string theory. All these are just naming conventions. There is no two. If you believe in any of these theories, you will start living in duality. If you start living in duality, you will not know what the reality is. And you stay in duality only because of ego and ignorance. Oh, you want education. You want to sit in a cubicle for 20 years. Again, you want to do PhD, spend another 10 years in that cubicle of constructed building, and then in that cubicle you still have another wooden cubicle. This is all because you are limiting yourself. They want you to do PhD, get degree, do thesis, do a this is all reductionist approach to everything. To know God, to realize God, we need expansionist approach. How will expansionist approach come to you? Our ancestors have prescribed ways. Sri Krishna has given a very simple formula. He did Mahabharat. He did all that natak. Natak, he did it. He did a play. There was no reason for that supreme God, supreme consciousness. Krishna is also supreme consciousness. He is supreme consciousness of sustenance. He wanted to sustain this world. He wanted to see this play. The ultimate supreme consciousness took three forms. One of the creator, creative supreme consciousness, Brahma. Sustaining supreme consciousness, Vishnu. He had to appear as Krishna, Rama. They have to come to tell you, give only one lesson, that control your senses, take control of your sensory organs, and then you will be able to do Nishkam Karma or do yoga. They had to do this play. They want to experience this universe only through you. Like they projected me. They created one projection of this, like Nagesh Jadhav. They created one projection. They created Akshay Joshi. They created Vikram Sharma. They created Ajit Wadekar. They created Sunil Gavaskar. They created Sachin Tendulkar. They wanted to experience this play through Islam. They created Muhammad. They created the Supreme Consciousness. Created everything. He created Jews. He created Modi. He wanted to experience this play, his own drama. He wanted to see his own drama. When he wanted to create someone like Narendra Modi and see how the world becomes, how India becomes when I become Narendra Modi. How I can see the world through Nagesh Jadhav. How I can see the world through all of you individually. So once the realization happens, things will start manifesting automatically, and you will realize you are free from karma kanda when you awaken truly. Everyone is the waking state you are in is not the real waking state. It is the waking state of material world. Awake to transact in the material world. The real waking state is different. It is the state of self-realization that will only happen through yoga. Ashtang Yoga, then you do Karma Yoga, Kriya Yoga, Raj Yoga, Kundalini Yoga, Swara Yoga, all kinds of different yoga. You do Yantra, you do Mantra, you do Santra. Once awakening happens, you don't need any Mudra, Shudra, you don't need any Asan, you don't need anything. You are always in the state of yoga, you are always in the state of oneness. Because you are realized, you are one with the creation. You can see the play of the creation differently. You can see all the dimensions way ahead, not only in space but in time. Thoughts, you don't need thoughts, you don't need manifestation. You will realize what is good for you, and only those thoughts will come to you, and that will automatically manifest. You will get into state of eternal bliss, Satchidanand, Paramanand, Turiya, Kaivalya. You don't need to sit in a meditative pose. That is for all the common people, let me tell you, because common people are engrossed in sensory pleasures. They are chasing boyfriend, girlfriend, sex, ice cream, pizza, burger, momos, and all kind of stuff which is futile. Not chicken, mutton, this animal, that animal, it should cook this, it should be cooked this way, this music, that oh, that is so melodious. I mean, several years ago, the natural frequency of humans, that is 432, was changed to 444 and 430 to scare you, to scare common people, to take control of common people through music. You can search that. When was the frequency of the music changed? The frequency of music was changed. That is a different video I'll do. But education system is designed to completely control you. They want slaves. The biggest richness, the abundance is in being free. Be a free human. How will you become a free human? I have discovered. That's why I'm telling you. I always tell you Ashtanga Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga. Be a Swayambhu. You become your own guru. Embrace Ashtanga Yoga and universe will become, this multiverse will become your guru. Creation will become your guru. Your ego, you will automatically, this mind and body will address that ego, that ignorance. Then slowly Atma Gyan will come to you. After Atma Gyan, after couple of years, based on your karma, based on your seeking for this reality, Brahma Gyan will come to you. Once Brahma Gyan comes to you, you know Brahma Gyan has come to you. You would not want to disclose it anywhere. You would not want to get, you don't want to become Archimedes running naked. Because you already achieved everything. You don't need to prove to the world. You achieved everything that's there in the universe. You have already proven to the universe. You have already proven to the creation. Because you are the creation. You became one with the creation. What is the need to prove to this futile, which is time-bound, space-bound bodies and minds, and this world created by these minds and bodies? No, you want to stay alone. You want to stay in nature. You embrace peace. That's what yoga is. So slowly, eventually, again and again, let me tell you, Ashtanga Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga. Hammer every day in your mind what is Ashtanga Yoga. Then go after chakra, chakra, chakra. Chakra kya hai? Chakra kya hai? What is Muladhara chakra? What is Swadhisthana chakra? What is Anahata chakra? What is Vishuddhi chakra? What is Sahasrara chakra? Once Sahasrara chakra opens, you are in eternal bliss, no matter what you are doing. Nothing wrong will happen with you. You are in eternal bliss, Tachidananda, Paramananda. You become Param Sukh Bhogananda. You become the Swami of this whole creation. You don't need to claim it on internet, on videos. The reason of doing this video is I want each one of you to have this feeling. Once enlightenment, once this awakening happens to everyone, there won't be any crime. There won't be any challenge with this earth. The earth will be sustaining for longer than what is mentioned in Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga भी खत्म कर सकते हैं हम. Kali Yuga को भी निकाल देंगे. Once you start embracing Ashtanga Yoga, have a deep spirit of inquiry. Marry to Shanti. Shanti is peace. Marry Sangat. Sangat is company. Company is not only of material world physical friends, but what content you read, what content you follow, what content you see through the sensory organs, nature. Okay, and then Santushti, be content. Because if you are not content, you will not be able to meditate. What is meditation? It is not doing. Meditation is not doing. Meditation is undoing. Undoing of everything, undoing of actions. That's why we need to sit in the state of meditation. What is meditate? Meditate is being in the middle. Being in middle of what? Not only physical state, but thoughts. There should not be any thoughts. Let thoughts come and go in initial stages of your awakening. That's fine. Let them come and go like clouds. Then one day a cloud, जो गरजते हैं वो बरसते नहीं. Then one day बरसने वाला cloud will come and it will shower all the ज्ञान which you didn't learn throughout your years, throughout your life. एक ही दिन वो आत्मज्ञान का क्लाउड होगा, बारिश गिरा के जाएगा, झटका बैठेगा एकदम, your spine will shake. Then one day there will be huge thunderstorm and then ब्रह्म ज्ञान का क्लाउड शावर करेगा. Take a pause. Don't go after that conventional phrases. He is grinding, he is hardworking and himka phimka. Kuch nahi. Think before you talk. These are all nonsense. Open your heart. Open your heart. Before going to any meeting, doing any important task, talking something important to your friend, partner, take a deep breath. Open your heart. Open your heart chakra. I'll tell what heart is. I'll do a different heart. Your heart is the center of this universe, center of this entire creation. How? Let me tell you. That is the feeling. That is the reality when heart chakra opens. The universe is so infinite. It's not a universe. It's a multi. We live in many multiverses. That's what Krishna is saying. Sri Krishna is saying. We live in many multiverses. So imagine our universe is the known universe. Even the known universe is expanding at the speed greater than the speed of light. So the distance from you and the edge of our known universes galaxy, known universes or unknown galaxy, is infinitesimally smaller because we live in many multiverses. The distance between you and the sun is infinitesimally smaller in this universe. Known universe. Then imagine the distance between you and even the edge of our galaxy, edge of Andromeda or edge of a very distant galaxy is infinitesimally smaller. And what is wrong? When you realize your heart is the center of this creation. Everything is emanating from your mind. Everything is emanating from your heart. The universe began only when you were born. The universe ends when you die. This universe ends when you die. This creation ends when you die. Another universe is born. You are born in another universe when you take a different birth. That universe ends when you die. It's all around your heart and heart chakra, your solar chakra, your Vishuddhi chakra, your Swadhisthana chakra. Creation happens, love, passion, expansion, everything is happening from the center of your heart, your Swadhisthana chakra. Get into this belief, then you will become very confident. You won't have any anxiety, depression. Anxiety, depression ko to maro goli. You are in the state of Satchidananda, Param Sukh Bhogananda. You will literally feel, hey God, hey creation, why are you giving me only so much happiness, so much joy, so much pleasure? Why are you keeping me in eternal bliss? Let me help others. That's where Nishkam Karma will come. It will not come under pressure. Now you can't do all Nishkam Karma because you are bound in this, caged. When you think you are this mind and body, you are caged. You think this is my home, ये मेरा घर है, इसमें मेरा एग्रीमेंट हुआ है, ये मेरा घर है, इतना ही मेरा प्रॉपर्टी है. Once you realize you are the king of this universe. You are really the king of the universe. You are the king of this multiverse. That will happen only if your self-realization happens. Once the person who is behind self-realization will not go peeing or doing anything anywhere in the world, but he will do things very cautiously and consciously in this world. That's the reason why you will just have to give what you earned here to do something there in other property, which is time bound agreement in this material world. So you become the creator, owner of this entire universe. What will you do going to the moon? Why don't you feel that moon is yours? You are the owner of the moon. You can just see and enjoy. The perception changes how to look at the world once your awakening happens. The moon is yours, the Jupiter is yours, the Saturn is yours. All the planets are yours, all the galaxies are yours. Is someone else going to the moon and doing peeing in your property? No. That's the difference after self-realization. You become this owner of this entire universe, entire creation. And once you follow Ashtanga Yoga, what will you do? You'll do good for the world. So wherever you want to do good, you want to spread love, no one will stop you. That's why the whole universe becomes yours. Only when you embrace sattvic thoughts, sattvic food, the universe becomes yours. If you are tamasic, if you are rajasic, you want to do ego, ignorance. When you have this rajasic gun, you will want to show control, dominate others. No one will let you dominate. Only when they will let you dominate in your region, your property. So once you become sattvic, you become humble. You want to spread love. That's what you do once you become sattvic. The whole universe is yours when you become sattvic, when you consume sattvic food. Nature knows. Plants, organisms, animals will know if you eat animals. Snake will bite you if you are eating non-veg food. If you are not eating non-veg food, no other organism will harm you, because their sense of smell is very high. Their visually senses are very high. They can gauge from the aura if the person eats other animals, it harms other animals or not. So once you become sattvic, no one will harm you, nothing will harm you. Snake will not bite you, will not have any accident. You will define your own death. There won't be any fear. Fear can't come to you once you become sattvic, yogic, ashtanga yogic. Even if the world goes against you, the whole world can't do anything to you, because you are already one with the creation. This entire creation is beyond this material world. The world can't do anything to your hair in your calf. Even they can't pluck, they can't twist hair in your calf. That's the message I wanted to give. Embrace yoga, embrace Ashtanga Yoga, do pranayam, dhyan, dharana, then dhyan. Dharana becomes dhyan, single pointed focus on any object in the mind, or no focus, just being here and now will elongate your dharana. Dharana elongated becomes dhyan. Dhyan elongated becomes samadhi. This initially happens only when you take a position, sitting position, and closed eyes, do mantra. Once once self-realization happens, everything is samadhi, everything is turiya, everything is Satchidanand, everything is Aham Brahmasi, Tattvamasi. You are one with this creation. You don't see anything. You see God everywhere. God is everywhere. You don't even need to say God is everywhere, I want to see. Everything is God. You are also projection of God. That's it. It's so very simple. You need to uncondition yourself from what you have been learning through ages. Uncondition, unlearn, and relearn what takes you towards yoga. Learn yoga, study yoga. Yoga is oneness. It's not just asana. It's all Ashtanga Yoga. Hari Om.